All right, it's reading week. So the main point of this video is that I want to encourage you to breathe, stretch, to relax. Okay? We've come a fair distance already in the first 5 weeks of the course. We've looked at classifying languages, how linguists categorize and speak of languages in general. We've learned a little bit about the Aboriginal languages used by the First Nations and Indigenous people whose lands are found across Canada. From the perspective of linguistic analysis, but also the human side of language loss and preservation. We've learned about language in social contexts, how it's studied, and what we as linguists can learn about it. We've learned about psycholinguistics, how we study the processing of language in the mind, and what we know about that processing, and how we can depict models of processing. So these are four substantial and very distinct topics, and you already have a good foothold in each of them. Now, for this week, I know there may be a lot of stuff you need to do for your different courses, midterms, assignments, all of that. For this course, for Linguistics 102, the only thing to have on your mind is that second graded quiz, which will be on February 23rd. That's the Tuesday we get back from reading week, after reading week. This quiz will cover the previous 2 weeks of material, the sociolinguistics and the psycholinguistics. These chapters dive more deeply into research methods than previous chapters, so that's something to keep an eye on as you study. I also want to point out that there are no TA office hours this week. I'm still available as your instructor as ever for email or Zoom one-on-one sessions. Just get in touch, ideally by email, to set those up. So really that's it for this week's video. Remember to study for the quiz. Remember to take care of yourself. Make what you can of reading week to give yourself some mental space, physical space. And we're back at it next week. And because the start of term was pushed 1 week later than normal, there's a lot more term after reading week than before. So it's going to be a big 8-week push after reading week before our term is done. So keep that in mind. But take care, and I will see you next week.